let's talk Forbidden Island. Let me start by saying, go buy it. Forbidden Island should be in everyone's collection. It is a fantastic cooperative game. This was designed by Matt Leacock, who also designed Forbidden Desert, which is essentially the sequel, and Pandemic, which also has a ton of sequels. Now, many people will say go get Pandemic, and at some point I'll probably talk about Pandemic, but I think Forbidden Island is the best game from the series, the set, all of his stuff. Other people disagree with me. It's my opinion. Forbidden Island is a cooperative game where everyone is playing together to collect all of the artifacts, 4 artifacts on this island, and get off of it in a helicopter before it's covered in water. The whole island gets covered in water. And the island is composed of these tile pieces, which start face up, showing the location. Using the game, they flip, and then they're sort of submerged, and then if an event of theirs happens again, they disappear. So you're playing against the board, and the board is disappearing as you're running around. Each player has their own special ability. You know, one person might be able to move farther, somebody can trade cards more easily, somebody can flip tiles, that kind of thing. The engineer, the messenger, you know, the pilot. So each player in your team has a different ability. You're all working together, and it's open hand. You know, you're running around this board, and if you're on the same spot, you can trade. It's that kind of cooperative experience. But it's lightweight and fun, and the fiction's fantastic. The components are super nice. I don't mind tin, some people do, but it's a great box. The single game mechanic that is used in Pandemic and Forbidden Island that blew my mind, I mean, more than cooperative play, the one that blew my mind was each of these little locations has a card that represents it. And when you flip the card, you know, at the beginning of your turn, you flip 2 cards, and you flip 2 locations, and if you get that location, it flips. And you just keep going and going. The thing that is amazing is at some point, you draw a water rising card, which essentially makes the game harder. It ratchets it up the difficulty, so you're flipping over more cards faster. It improves the board's submerging faster, and I guess submerging. And also, you know, if this happens too many times, you lose automatically, so it's got an end state. But when you do that, you take the cards you've already flipped, you shuffle them and put them on top. So essentially what it does is it makes it so that you keep flipping over the same things as these event occurs, making it likely that that piece flips. If it was just shuffled, if it was just reshuffle the deck, you'd be like, oh, well, I got these things flipped over, I'll go over there. There wouldn't be too much drama and tension because it'd be totally random which ones you're getting. Whereas in this version, using this twist, you essentially get what you've already gotten. So every time the water rises, you're like, oh my god, the things I've already gotten might flip. I need to go, or we, because it's cooperative, need to go flip it. Pretty short game, probably played in 30 minutes. Good fun, great cooperative, lightweight enough that you don't have too much of the alpha male problem, or alpha problem, which is in cooperative games, sometimes one player just is like, you do this, you do this, you do this. That's me sometimes. But since it's not as complicated as Pandemic, there aren't as many things going on, there aren't, you know, exploding viruses, which is the theme of Pandemic, this one really nailed it for me. And there's a mobile version of it, which is quite good. Could have been better, but quite good nonetheless. Nevertheless. So, as I started out, in my opinion, you should buy this game. It should be in your collection. You should play it a lot. Tons of fun. And a great example of cooperative play and how one mechanic can just create all sorts of play experiences and variant games and everything that Matt has done and other designers since, and probably before. I'm just not familiar with it. So, Forbidden Island, check it out. Awesome, thanks.